Hello and welcome to Daybreak. First a look at our top headline. It was infamous for its traffic jams, for the frayed tempers and stress that they bring. But the worst affected by these jams are critically ill people being rushed to hospital for whom that time could make the difference between life and death. Now help could be at hand with the launch of air ambulance services in the city.
Here comes the Indian version of the Flying Doctor. The helicopter division of Deccan Aviation has tied up with Apollo hospitals to launch ambulance-on-demand services in Bangalore, which could take just about 30 minutes to respond to any emergency situation.
For it to be a standby service, then you need a huge volume, and for that huge volume you need insurance. So right now the way it is happening is that our helicopters are converted to air ambulances. They are passenger aircrafts. The moment we get a call, our engineering team and the pilots, they run through the helicopter, they remove the seats and they fit the stretcher.
This service doesn't come cheap though. For example, to transport a patient from rural Davangere to the hospital in Bangalore will cost approximately 1.8 lakh rupees. To make this more affordable, however, Apollo Hospitals is apparently in talks with insurance companies to offset this cost.
Access to healthcare and additional facilities has always been one of our major motivators or driving forces, and I think in India, whether it's affording a bypass surgery or critical ailment or air evacuation, insurance is really the key. We look forward to insurance covering more and more people.
The plan now is to connect Tier 2 towns across the country, starting with Visakhapatnam. And with the traffic situation in Bangalore, this could hopefully work out to be an alternate and more efficient ambulance system. In Bangalore, Sunanda Jaisilan, NDTV.
All for now, but news and updates continue on NDTV 24/7.
Namaskar and a warm welcome to all of you in this edition of State Scan.
Saves lives in cases of trauma. An air ambulance service comprising of 11 helicopters was launched in Karnataka by Apollo Hospitals and Deccan Aviation. Details from Gayatri Chandrasekhar.
Medical evacuation can save lives that are now lost after accidents and grave injuries. For instance, in Bangalore alone, over 2,000 lives are lost in a year in road accidents because immediate help is not available in the first golden hour. In airlifting patients, Deccan Aviation provides the helicopter and the aviation logistical support. Apollo Hospital provides trained personnel, equipment and care during flight.
Our 1066 network is backed by a GPS system, so we track ambulances and we're able to send them the nearest ambulance to the immediate location. So once again, you're enhancing time and speed. We also innovated with the treatment on motorcycles. So we actually have motorcycles manned by paramedics who can go into a spot. Again, I think a good initiative in a city like Bangalore where your traffic is really becoming quite a challenge.
Expanded health insurance will bring down the cost of airlifting, currently at 1 lakh rupees.
Insurance must come forward and find out ways of innovating this. It's always a kind of a catch-22 or a chicken and egg situation. There is no insurance product, so it's very costly, so the premium is very high, and because the premium is high, you don't have people, and if the premium comes down, then there'll be enough people. So somewhere you have to break this jinx, and I'm sure it's going to happen.
With dedicated helicopter and personnel, the patient's treatment begins in the air, thus improving the chances of survival and recovery considerably. With cameraman Stalin, Gayatri Chandrasekhar, DD News, Bangalore.
End of this edition of State Scan today. Don't forget to join us every weekday at 10:30 in the morning for State Scan. Meanwhile, up next is News in Hindi with Lipak.